Hi, I'm Marcus Gommer. I'm facilitator of a process that is asked to review past best practice forums and develop criteria for evaluating, proposing and approving future best practice forums. It is known as the BPF on BPFs. We have started our work, and as a first stage we established an inventory of past best practice forums from 2014 to 2019, from the first 5 years of their existence. And we identified key actors that would help us to establish a first draft report that will go as an input into a broader community consultation. We held 2 calls so far, and the result of these calls will be incorporated in a draft report that is in process of being prepared. The overarching questions this BPF on BPFs is supposed to ask is what worked well with past BPFs, what worked less well, and maybe most importantly, what we do differently with hindsight. The draft outline of the report will be circulated shortly. It has, as a first part, an introductory element with a history of the BPFs, and the second part would then document experiences, document success stories and achievements, identify challenges, proceed to a SWOT analysis, and come up with lessons learned and recommendations for future best practice forums. The report will contain 4 main building blocks. The first block will have a document with the modalities for establishing and running BPFs. A second one would include a toolbox for future BPF facilitators, and the third one would contain recommendations and suggestions for future BPFs. And the fourth building block would include metrics that would help evaluate BPF proposals and BPF outcomes. The fourth block, the metrics, has proved maybe the most difficult so far. We have realized that maybe establishing quantifiable metrics may not be that easily. Yes, we can ask how many people subscribe to a list, how many calls were held, but they may be less telling than more qualifiable metrics, such as has the output of any given BPF been taken up by other relevant institutions, as it has an impact, has it influenced processes outside the IGF. But this is work in progress. We look forward to your input. You will have an opportunity to comment on the report once it's been issued, and we look forward to your input into that. I thank you for your attention.